Hello and welcome back. Today I wanted to talk about the latest update to Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. The balance changes, there's currently an event going which I wanted to talk about, those kind of things. So first of all, starting with the event, it is the second birthday of the Definitive Edition of Age of Empires 1, and thus we get another set of missions like we got on the New Year event. So those are 5 daily missions. You can finish them until March 12th, and you can unlock a set of Age of Empires 1 related goodies there. That is a unit skin of the Age of Empires 1 Scout for H2DE, the Heavy Swordsman I think that is, for your champions, the Photon Man as a cheat unit, and the Monk, or the Age of Empires 1 Priest as a skin for your Monk, which then of course will probably go Wululu. And also 3 more profile pictures. Now to the balance changes. Genitors, so the Berber team unique unit, gets 1 extra pierce armor. They might see a little bit more play now. Goths now have 35% cheaper infantry in all ages. This kind of helps them out a little bit to set off the fact that they don't have supplies as all other civs. So now their infantry, their cheap infantry, stands out a little bit stronger and can also maybe pose an interesting drush option. The Mongol hunters now only have 40% instead of 50% increased work rate, but to make up for that, they do have access to step lances and elite step lances, which is pretty cool since when the Mongols originally were around, those units weren't there, and now, I mean, which civ would need them as much as the Mongols, just not balance-wise necessarily, but just if you think about it, step lances really belong into the kit of the Mongols, and also they benefit from the plus 30 HP bonus Mongols have on their light cavalry. Next change is the Persians. The Kamandaran technology now costs 200 food and 100 gold extra. It was a little bit too strong, too spammy, so probably this should push the tech a little bit more into the late game. At least you cannot go for this ultra early with the dirt cheap archers anymore. They have been nerfed with the last update already, but it seems like that wasn't big enough of a nerf. Now another interesting thing here, the Portuguese. Their work rate used, so the Victoria's work rate used to be 0.8 food per second, 0.8 wood, 0.45 gold and 0.25 stone. And all of those numbers have been increased to 1.6 food per second, 1 wood, 0.7 gold and 0.3 stone. So all resources have been increased. Food even has been doubled. So Victoria's maybe a little bit more worth their cost now. Tatars have access to halberdiers. I think that was kind of missing in their kit since the camels weren't really that amazing and you didn't have halberdiers, so they sometimes could struggle due to that. Now halberdiers, boom, there you go. For the Teutons, they do have cheaper farms. That used to be 33% cheaper, now it's 40% cheaper. So the boost all around economy wise. And starting in the Castle Age, all their barrack units also gain +1 armor. So I assume this is melee armor, otherwise it would be pierce armor. And now, the last thing, actually quite a huge thing, Vietnamese economy upgrades no longer cost wood, and that can really speed up your early game. I like to see that. Vietnamese often a little bit on the weaker side, and they seem to get some love lately. I like this. But not only balance changes were brought, but we also got 2 new features with this update. I mean, of course, stability, performance, those things have seen some work. UI, lots of changes. I should suggest you should read through all of this for yourself. It's a long article. But now we have a player report system. So when somebody is cheating, griefing, is AFK, has inappropriate lobby names, and so on, you have the option to click on a report button and write a little note there. So that's something that has been requested. Now we have it. And another thing which I think hasn't been requested so often, but we still have it now, is auto scouting. So at the start of the game you can select your little scouting unit, click on a button, and then the scout will start to go in circles around the town center, and this will make it easier for when you're not that well experienced at the game, not that much into multitasking, or just want to chill a little bit. In the first minutes of the game you can just send your scout to do scouting on his own. Of course, if you would scout manually, this should find the sheep and such a little bit faster because you know what you're searching for. But yeah, it is a nice convenience feature, as many features were from the definitive edition. So definitely a very nice update. Changes, balance, more features, and the people listen to the community. It's nice. It's nice. Anyways, I think this has been all for today. I would like to thank you a lot for being around here and watching the video. Until next time, have a good one. Goodbye.